away from knowing the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That was the great forsaken. Go ahead.
In the midst of the land, but yet in it shall be a tent, and it shall return, and it shall be eaten.
And that tent is to the remnant, which is to the 144,000, along with the 1/3. Along with the 1/3. That is the tent. Don't always give a remnant. And that remnant is the one who gaining back the understanding right now. Who gaining back the understanding of the word. That is that tent the Lord left. That is the tent that's going to return to the land. Alright? Go ahead.
And shall be eaten as a teak tree and as an oak.
Now that is basically it, right? So at one point, this word was taken away. But guess what? The word going to be taken away again. Because the Lord, going back to Hosea 8 and 11, the Lord going to send that drought on the word. The Lord going to take us away. Alright? We ain't going to be out here prophesying no more. We ain't going to be out here warning you people no more. Alright? The Lord going to take us away from this place. The Lord going to shut down the internet. So you can't go and watch the apostles. Alright? You can't go and watch the apostles no more to get understanding. And that day we're going to tell you when you come to seek knowledge, go on to them that sit and buy oil. So you can't come to us no more. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Alright? And it's only wise can seek the Lord. The Lord talk about the sound of the trumpet. 2/3 of you forget the sound of the trumpet of war. 1/3 remember it. That is why I see the elect coming forth and preaching this word. Because we remember that sound of the trumpet. Alright? Give me 2nd Ezra.
2nd Ezra chapter 5 verse 1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come, that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number.
Yeah, a great number. You understand? Go ahead.
And the way of truth shall be hidden.
Yeah, and it happened back then. Back then in 70 AD. Well, back then in 70 AD, they said who they were. But after it was roughly 1,000 to 1,200 years in Africa, they started to forget itself. Understand? Make it worse when it was taken over on this side. That is when people really, that is when the forsaken really happened. Because with the Native Americans have a term for it. They call it the great forgetting. Because what Esau did, Esau actually beat the speech out of them and the heritage out of them, made them call themselves George and Frank and all them pussy ass names. Alright? And the same thing they was doing to the northern tribe, they did unto the southern tribe when they came over here through the transatlantic trade. They beat our heritage out to us. That was the great forgetting. So the time that all the people was taking a large number, that was happening back from in the 1500, beginning with the northern tribe, until the 1600, up to the 1800 with all Israel. The scripture said Israel and Judah went into captivity together. And it said deal with them after they married the Egyptians. And it's in this captivity, besides ancient Egypt, there is a captivity when Israel and Judah went into captivity together. It wasn't there in Babylon, it wasn't there in Media Persia, it wasn't there in Greece, it wasn't there in Roman time. Alright? There is a captivity when all Israel was persecuted together. This is the great forgetting. So we see now the scriptures talk about Israel's iniquity having an end. And how we know Israel's iniquity was having an end? The Lord took the burden out with backs. He took us out hardcore slavery. That was who you blasted Edomites, who all you felt sorry for us and so-called abolished slavery. Nah, that was the Most High. That was the Most High easing our burden because our iniquity was coming to an end. And to prove your kingdom done, guess what? We speaking treason out here. We saying Esau done. Esau gonna be slaves. All the nations gonna be slaves, but guess what? We still here. Hey, back in the ancient times, the Roman Catholic Church, if we speak against the Roman Catholic Church, they will pay to death. I think it was, I forget, some King Henry and his daughter Bloody Mary, they killed thousands. Thousands of people that they slaughtered. Alright, but look, we out here, you spread to the Most High and you can't do nothing. That's right. Alright, because why? The scripture says, suffer no man to do them harm. Alright, go ahead.
See? And the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith.
Yeah, the land shall be barren of faith. So you must say, if I come, shall I find faith in the land? So back then, the land was barren of faith. Alright, go ahead.
But iniquity shall be increased above that which is now.
Yeah, you understand? Back then, you probably never used to see man have on dress, or putting on panty, or lipstick. Talking about is a man, a woman in a man's skin. Flesh I live in. Alright? What the Lord said? The Lord said that we done worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. And Sodom and Gomorrah, just you ever notice in the scriptures, every time the Lord had to talk about the wickedness that Israel did, he always talk about the wickedness of Jeroboam. He always comparing the wickedness that Jeroboam as a contrast of Israel's wickedness. So it's like Jeroboam only remembered for being wicked. So Sodom and Gomorrah only remembered for being wicked. And the Lord saying, you worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. So you know how far you fallen? I believe it's Jeremiah 6, the Lord saw this evil figs, very evil, that can't be eaten. You know it's an evil fig? An evil fig is something sown and have flies. Or there's rejects, reprobate silver, they shall call thee. Reprobate silver. The Lord don't want 2/3 of Israel. 2/3 of Israel wicked in the heart. You know, it's like he was born just to be wicked. Hey, the ancients have a saying. I forget the name of the man, but it's an ancient Greek. The man said woman was the evil that Zeus created. And guess what? 2/3 of you men following the women, so you just as wicked. That when the Most High had to destroy 2/3 of Israel. Because if you don't, guess what? Or they might just come and try to corrupt the scene again. That's why the Lord gonna destroy all of the face of the earth. And that is why we glad Most High, Yahweh Shem Yashai, alright, gonna destroy 2/3.
That's right.
But iniquity shall increase above that which is now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And the land that thou seest now to have root shall thou see where suddenly.
Yeah, that thou see where suddenly. You understand? And that happened back in 70 AD. Alright? Go ahead.
But if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third trumpet that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and the moon twice in the day.
Yeah, so that don't mean it only had night back then when the Lord created the heaven and the earth. That don't mean it had 3 sun back then. No, that means wisdom gonna come back to the earth. The Most High gonna give men the understanding again. Scriptures compare wisdom to a light. Somebody give a second, Ezra 14:25. That's talking about understanding. Alright? Going back to Habakkuk 2:14, the Lord giving us back our understanding. So right now, the sun shining again in the night and the moon twice in the day. Because why? Most High beginning with the apostle Taha all the way down, giving us back understanding to break down these deep dark sins. And that is why we have to praise Most High Yahweh Shem Yahshai for giving us this marvelous light. Go ahead.
So there's second.
Second Ezra 14:25. And come hither, and I shall light a candle of understanding in thine heart, which shall not be put out till the things be performed.
Yeah. So the Lord light a candle of understanding in our heart. Did not the Lord say, take heed lest I take away thy candlestick? So that candlestick talking about what? Your understanding. The 10 wise virgins. The lamp is what? The lamp is your mind. The oil is your understanding. And what lamp is the light? Ye are the light of the world. Means what? Out of your belly you're gonna flow rivers of living water. Means what? You're gonna out here, you're gonna prophesy and break down these scriptures that people bugging out over. Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 8, verse 1. Who is as the wise man and who knows the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed.
Can understand? So when the Lord said the sun gonna shine again in night, means what? Understanding gonna come back. But despite the understanding come back, the Lord gonna take it away again. Pursuant to Hosea 8:11. Alright, go ahead.
Second Ezra chapter 5 verse 4. But if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third trumpet that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and the moon thrice in the day, and the blood shall drop out of wood, and the stone shall give his voice.
The stone shall give his voice like what? Like over in gosh, I forget the name of the place. But they show that the natives had a stone carved out with the 10 Commandments in Lashon Kodash. You understand? With it taking up archaeological sites and showing you that history of Israel. Things like what? Like the Nepta Stele.
So like the last lunar stone or the Moabite stone. Last lunar, that was in South America.
Yeah, that is it. That is it. You understand? The Monepta Stele, the King Monepta of Egypt, talking about Israel, because these Pan-Africanists like to talk about or have no historical evidence. They said in scriptures that Israel exists. The Monepta Stele.
So like the Noah Ark, right? They found the anchor stone, right? And it had if I'm not mistaken, I think it had either the 10 Commandments or the Lord's Prayer written in the Lashon Kodash, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
That's the Ipoa Papyrus. Alright? The Ipoa Papyrus. On the Ipoa Papyrus was somebody giving accounts of the 10 plagues that happened in Egypt written in the scriptures. You have the Assyrian, we call it the Assyrian is a prism, I believe. We're also talking about Israel. And that all kind of historical evidence showing that Israel existed. So it's coming out that showing that Israel existed. Alright? Hey, the Native Americans, they had I believe it's a clay receipt, I believe, from an ancient Assyria, some purchase of land, some kind of thing. But all the receipts, right, it was written in what? In the wedge writing Assyrian cuneiform. Alright? Also, I believe it was the chief. The chief used to wear I believe it was a waistband with the Assyrian star on it, showing that Israel was the people back in the Assyrian captivity. Going back then when Jonah went on to Assyria and to Nineveh. So the blood coming out of stones right now is speaking. So you can't hide it no more. You can't hide Israel existed. You can't hide the Negroes, Latinos, and natives are the true people in your side. Alright, go ahead.
Yeah. Verse 6.
Hey, I'm sure you can't hide it. I know whoever watched poker hunters back in the days. The song of poker hunters. If you ever hear the wolf, you see the tree have spirit.
Yeah, come.
You understand? It had this, I forget the name of the tree, this plant. But when you touch it, it actually close up.
Timari.
And if you touch it again, the leaves just actually fall down.
Timari.
It have a next plant is little sweet nectar. And any fly goes inside it, close up and eat the fly.
Venus flytrap.
You understand? Because it has what?
In science class.
You understand? It has spirit in it.
Can.
You understand? The Native Americans was the one who taught about this. Because they kept that spiritual side. In the scriptures, in Jeremiah, do not I fill heaven and earth, said Yahweh. Everything is spirit. Everything is spirit. Stars is spirit. The scripture said there be spirits created, fire, wind, and water for the wrath and peace, the wrath of the Most High. Everything is spirit. So everything these people do, the Gentiles which have not the law, when they do the things contained in the law, alone to themselves, they have the law written in their heart. Romans 12, 14 to 15. We are the children of the Most High. Romans 8, 16. So it can't be hid no more. Now when the Lord say, a city upon a hill cannot be hid. The city of the Lord is Israel. The The kingdom of heaven is within you. So it can't be hidden. Alright? Go ahead.
Verse 6. 2nd Edom chapter 5, verse 6. Say, and even he shall rule whom they look not for, that dwell upon the earth, and the fowl shall take their flight away together.
When?
And the Sodomitish sea shall cast out fish.
Yeah, Sodomite sees what? This blasted empire.
Right.
This blasted empire we living in. This is Sodomite sea. See, talk with the people. They cast out fish. Who is the fish? Going back to Matthew 4, I believe it's 16, 19, somewhere around there. I shall make you fishers of men. We are the fish that came out of the Sodomite sea. Go ahead.
And the Sodomite sea shall cast out fish and make a noise in the night.
In the night, what? In the times when it was obscurity of knowledge.
Can't.
Understand? Where knowledge was in the earth, and we come in that darkness to shed that light. Understand?
So like yeah, I always say we are the light to the Gentiles.
Well,
Which many have not known, but they shall all hear.
yeah, so many ain't know. They ain't know what we talking about. We look like madmen. We singing a song unfamiliar to them. But guess what? They get on here. Because the scripture still go back to Philippians 1, I believe it's 29. Alright? It says, is unto us is for salvation, but unto them is an evident token of the destruction.
Can't.
So every time two-thirds pass here and hear this word and for the Lord word being, alright? For the Lord word being, guess what? That is for their own judgment. That is what the Lord said, but they shall all hear. Go ahead.
Which many have not known, but they shall all hear the voice thereof.
Go ahead, don't
Said,
stop.
there shall be confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be often set out again, and the wild beasts shall change their place.
Hey, why these changing their place? They show in Australia, all them bad big like blasted people. Understand? The bats big like people, I forget the name of the bats. I think the foxy, red fox bat, something like that.
I know they had the big ass wingspan. I know they're like 4 foot and
They actually leave when the forest and coming in your backyard, swarm in your backyard. They're showing the seals was actually leaving the sea and coming, invading gold because why? Because they had their thing order to eat. They had their thing order to eat. You understand? Well,
Yeah. And the wild beasts shall leave their place, and mentionless woman shall bring forth monsters.
we want to break that up. You understand? Well,
And salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another.
yeah, that is what's going on right now. And on a large scale, nations going against nations. Because the scripture says shall be confusion in all place, in every place. You understand? Go ahead.
Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself unto a secret chamber.
And that is what's going to happen when the internet shut down. Understanding now withdraw herself in a secret chamber. You understand? Again, we see in Hosea 8 and 11. Understanding now withdraw herself. You understand?
you want the Hosea 8?
Yeah, you can bring it out.
Hosea 8 verse 11. Because Ephraim had made many altars to sin.
Now,
Right, go ahead. I have it.
Hosea 8 and 10.
Amos 8 and 11. It says, behold, the days come.
So like, yeah. No, I told you something different, but I had a feeling was that.
Yeah.
Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, said the Lord, power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the word of Yahweh.
Yes, the Lord can send a famine of hearing the words of the Most High. That is when understanding and withdraw self in secret chambers. Because we need to be out here. You can't, hey, get this knowledge now. Get this knowledge now. You understand? Because if you, let's say you know come in the street and you want to be lax and you ain't getting this knowledge, when the internet shut down, guess what? You can't go and just watch GMS breakdown, see a leisure anymore. So get it now. Get where it's hot. You understand?
Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 6. It says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
Yeah, while he is near, the Lord near right now. The Lord sending the apostles right here, right in front of your face. Going back to Isaiah 30 and 20, where you can see your teachers.
So why Hosea wanted to come out of it? Hosea 5 verse 6. They shall go with their flocks and with their herds to seek Yahweh, but they shall not find him. He hath withdrawn himself from them.
Yeah, he have withdrawn himself from them. Lord gonna withdraw himself. He gonna take away the apostles. He gonna take away the prophets. We ain't gonna be out here in the streets no more.
Why we put in this book now? Because there was time coming where we're going to be able to work this book. Alright? We're going to change from fishermen to hunters. Alright? This is John chapter 9 and verse 4. It says, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. You understand? That was a statement by the Messiah. Alright, but I was refers to this time. Alright? There's a time coming where we're not going to come out here to do this work. Alright, so you seen us out here, you gotta seek the most time while the Bible comes. Alright? Come with listening ears, attentive ears to hear what the prophets are saying. While it is day.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 1 says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, but thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Yeah, that them days is more. When the ain't gonna have no food, scripture says suddenly shall the sown places fall unsown. Alright? Because Jake loved to go buck wild. You understand? Jake loved to go buck wild. The first thing when the economy collapsed, Jake gonna do is raid shoe stores and appliance stores. So the first thing Jake gonna do while he saw raiding the groceries. And then when Jake realized there's no food, then they're gonna start to kill one another to whatever they'll bread it up. Because Jake dumb as hell. We out here warn you that guess what? After this fall, it ain't gonna rise no more. But here you are, going to go and teach Jordans.
You die looking fly. Yeah.
There was in them store taking boots.
They didn't have electricity and they're stealing TVs.
Yeah, that's okay.
What they're studying is that after the flood, after the whatever take place, and things settle back down, you have a free Jordan or free TV in their house. You understand? I didn't mind something.
So 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves in a good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. All the time I used to watch TV on my phone, now I get a free page. Shit, I can't now on. I can't buy Jordans. I put in my house with Jordans. But then guess what? Nobody put it on.
The most I gone well them to that Jordan with a nuclear missile.
This is Ezekiel 7, and start at verse 11. Violence is risen up into a rod of wickedness. None of them shall remain, nor of their multitude, nor of any of theirs, neither shall there be wailing for them. The time is come, the day draweth near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn, for wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. For the seller shall not return to that which he sold, although they were yet alive. For the vision is touching the whole multitude thereof, which shall not return, neither shall any strengthen himself in the iniquity of his life.
Yes, scripture says there shall be no work for Egypt. It said the buyer shall not return to them. Hey, even the scripture said they that buy will be as though they buy not. There are some big pilgrims in that day. Understand?
In Jeremiah chapter 6 verse 17, also I set watchman over you.
Yeah, the watchmen and the men coming out here when the Lord said Isaiah prayed that he set a tower. The tower is where the apostles, the prophets coming out here to give warning. Alright, go ahead.
saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet.
Yeah, we say you hearken to the song that the trumpet we voice. You understand? That's when we out here doing turn to the Lord, Yahweh, Shem, Shai.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Say, but they said, we will not hearken.
Yeah, you say you ain't gonna now. Who's this Yahweh that we go serve him? That's what you say basically. But you say with your words, but you say with your actions. You understand? Jesus ain't the way.
That's right.
Selassie ain't the way.
That's right.
Yahweh Shem Shai is the name of the Most High Son.
That's right.
And if you don't know it now, trust me, you're gonna learn it by force. Scripture says go learn it by death through pain.
That's right.
Right?
Right.
So, 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 8. But the trumpet gave an uncertain sound. Who shall prepare himself to the battle?
Yeah. And right now it's an uncertain song. Alright, go to the public song.
I want just as you had the point there, right? There's Exodus chapter 5 verse 2. And Pharaoh said, who is Yahweh that I should obey his voice to let Israel go? I know not Yahweh, neither will I let Israel go. That's what's at that point.
Proverbs chapter 17 and verse 11. It says, an evil man seeketh only rebellion.
Yeah, and that's how they're doing right now. They're being rebellious against the Lord. So they're being evil and seeking rebellion. You understand? Go ahead.
It says, therefore a cruel messenger shall be sent against them.
Yeah. So guess what? If we can't be messengers unto life, then we will be messengers unto death. Alright? What does scripture say? If he send the men, the watchmen, and he ain't acting unto the watchmen, you're gonna die. So it's either we prophesy unto your life or we prophesy unto your death. So we're gonna be true messengers, and guess what? That true messenger gonna come in the form of an angel too. Because the angel of death gonna come among and pay us to death. Alright? Because you don't want to listen unto this word. Alright?
So Jeremiah chapter 7 verse 26 said, yet they hearken not unto me, nor incline their ears, but harden their necks. They did worse than their fathers.
They did worse than their fathers. Understand? Their fathers killing prophets, and they're like, nah, we're not going to do the most side. Scripture says, we are lords, we come to go unto thee, like Israel. Surely when a man, as a man get money, he turns into atheist. As they get money, you turn into atheist. I was like, that is religion of average money.
Can't. They switch them to Masons. And Masons just had them believing, not to believe in God. That's a quick show. This is Proverbs 19, verse 26. It says, he that wasted his father and chased away his mother is a son that causeth shame and bringeth reproach. It says, an ungodly witness, verse 28, an ungodly witness scorneth judgment, and the mouth of the wicked devoureth iniquity. Judgment are prepared for scorners, and stripes for the back of fools.
Yeah, stripes for the back of fools.
They refuse to hearken.
And with these stripes gonna be them glittering swords. Alright? Like with these stripes gonna be them glittering swords. Go back to Job 20. Right sword. Them nuclear missiles. Like these stripes are gonna get. Alright? So if you don't want to listen, alright, then good, don't listen. Don't care if you don't listen. Scripture says don't care about the ungodly, but worry about how the godly gonna be saved. So that is what we out here to do. We come to elect, and that is it.
That's right.
We out here to battle. We not jump over wickedness that should have forced the words down your throat. Now we didn't do that. Scripture talk about first and second admonition. And to reject a man after this.
Oh, look at track. When the scripture said take a track.
Yeah, Jeremiah 7 27 said, therefore thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they will not hearken to thee. Thou shalt also call unto them, but they will not answer thee. Yeah, so as the brother was saying, the apostles and the prophets around the globe, we out there blow this trumpet. We speaking to you so-called Negroes, Latin, American Indians, but when you are not taking heed, we call unto you and you're an Israelite. You ain't gotta repent. Salvation is in the children of Israel. But you're not hearing, you're not taking heed. You know?
What is amazing me at Matthew 53. You understand? We out here giving this knowledge and wisdom unto all. You understand? Just as how we have received it. You understand? And you don't want to. Say that black people like free things. They want free things they like.
This is what the discipline says. This is about 28. He said, but thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyed not the voice of the Lord Yahweh, their power, nor received correction. Truth is perished and is cut off from their mouth. Yeah, people don't want this truth. You know, they want to hear smooth words, you know. They want to hear the black consciousness, you know, and the Kemet, either from Egypt, either from Nubian. You know, they want to hear all them madness, you know.
Second Ezra chapter 1, verse 26. It says, wherein ye shall call upon me, I will not hear you, for ye have defiled your hands with blood and your feet are swift to commit manslaughter. Ye have not, as it were, forsaken me, but your own self, saith the Lord.
Yeah, this is a great evil. Forsaking Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that is evil. That transgression. You know? That alone you can be put to death for. You know?
This is Matthew 23, verse 34. It says, wherefore, behold, I send unto you prophets and wise men and scribes, and some of them you shall kill and crucify, and some of them shall you scourge in your synagogues, and persecute them from city to city, that upon you may come all the righteous blood shed upon the earth, from the blood of righteous Abel unto the blood of Zacharias son of Barachias, whom he slew between the temple and the altar. Verily I say unto you, all these things shall come upon this generation. O Jerusalem,
That is why you're going to have such a great slaughter. Understand? Because from since the first unto the last, blood that shed, the Lord going to judge this world. And really and truly, you was them people back then. Understand? Same scripts. Correct?
it says, O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets and stonest them which are sent unto thee, how often would I have gathered thy children together, even as a hen gathered her chickens under her wing, and ye will not.
This is Jeremiah chapter 4, starting at verse 21. How long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are such as children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
Yeah, so you're going to say, you know, 2,000 Israel have no knowledge, because when they reject knowledge, you know, the prophets out here 24/7, you know, teaching y'all this word. This is love. We're showing y'all love, you know.
It says, Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that had rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. For they are impudent children, a stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, that thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Lord God, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there had been a prophet amongst them.
Yes, brother, just read it. Why you are being rebellious and stiff like it? Because you are not paying attention, you are not taking heed to the trumpet. You are passing, you are scorning, you are saying we smart, we bug out. You know? You are not taking heed. But this is your salvation. You know, this is a free from the mental slavery. And these work and heal the infirmity, the sickness, your sorrows. You know? That you prepare yourself for the marriage. But what you Jake's not taking heed. That's why death is two-thirds. You know? There's no mercy on two-thirds. Because you see two-thirds will be our enemy in the time.
But I read to the Lord that fear of the Most High is so much precepts of men. Or if they really understood the fear of the Most High, they would listen. Some might listen, but they might just say, yeah, it's some good, wherever the case is. But if they knew and understood the current destruction that's coming, all men will turn to the Lord. But guess what? The Most High don't want that. That is why 2/3 ain't gonna get.
Talk about this word, we will preach a salvation to elect for judgment for 2/3. You understand? So we actually be just out here to give all the judgment. You understand? Seeking our own salvation and salvation are the most high precious words. We ain't business about 2/3, but as the brother said, you only just say good and get. Only make all the heirs as an adamant sword. You understand? Only good and get. This is just all the judgment we done. We didn't know the don't fall it, all the transgressors. And the most I just been on clean all the done getting all the sentence. All the one and all lawyer.
These are Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 1.
Now say now, this is a free thing, right? And it's still refused to take it. Alright?
Oh, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye buy and eat.
You come and pay attention. Pay attention to this word. Pay heed. You understand? You're not coming no money to pay heed to this word. So as I say, people hate correction. They don't want to be disciplined. They want to be slack. Just like the daddy Esau. You know, that's how they want to be. You know, they don't want to correct the wickedness. You know, but great death and destruction coming to this place. Right, sir?
It says, yea, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. Wherefore do ye spend money for that which is not bread?
Understand? By going to these pastors, understand? And selling them checks, understand? And putting your money in your offering every service. Alright? And you will be a man too.
You understand? It says, wherefore do ye spend your money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfieth not? Hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in fatness.
Understand? We share the true bread out here. We share the true nourishment for your soul out here. You understand? You all refuse, alright, to digest this bread, to take this bread, because why? It's a rebellious people, God. Alright?
See Jeremiah chapter 5 verse 5. I'll get me unto the great men, and will speak unto them, for they have known the way of Yahweh, and the judgment of their God. And the great men is so the men is out here preaching this word. But these all together have broken the yoke and burst the bonds. So they're basically trying to say, now we don't want nobody ruling over us. We don't want the Most High to rule over us. So they broke off from that band and said, now we keep the laws, we just not do what we like doing. That is why 2/3 don't want to come to do this. Because when they tell 2/3 about keeping the laws, we have a problem with it. They find their beard should shave, they find they should do it, they find they should eat that. Because why? They don't want to be controlled. But guess what? By will or by choice, you are controlled. And if you don't choose to be controlled by the Most High, you can have a spirit to death. And that is it.
There's something about these 2/3 niggas, huh? They rather allow a woman to control it. Alright, let a woman govern their lifestyle and allow the Most High and Shai to govern them. You understand? That's what I don't understand. You're allowing a woman to show you what to do, you know, show you when to come in, how to carry about yourself. You understand? How you should look. You understand? But what about the Most High? What the Most High say? Alright?
Proverbs chapter 23, starting at verse 12. Apply thine heart unto instruction, thine ears to the word of knowledge. Verse 23. Buy the truth and sell it not, also wisdom and instruction and understanding.
Buy the truth and sell it not. Alright, that's a command. That we should sell this unto you. That we give it to. When we coming out here, we have no offering bucket, or no offering basket, we have no lines. Alright, $20 line, $100 line. Out here proclaiming this word free. Alright, so we have to buy the truth and sell it not. Alright?
This is not no play thing, this is serious thing.
That's right.
This is serious business, this is life and death. Right? As the brother just said just now, you know, apply your mind. Apply your mind to know who he is, know the Heavenly Father and the Son. That should be your fourth priority. Get important, you know.
This is Sirach chapter 36, starting at 2. And send thy fear upon all thy nations that seek not after thee. Lift up thy hand against the strange nations, and let them see thy power. As thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us. And let them know thee, as we have known thee, that there is no power, but only thou, O Yahweh. Show new signs, and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hands, and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. Raise up indignation, and pour out wrath. Take away the adversary, and destroy the enemy. Make thy time short. Remember the covenant, and let them declare thy wonderful works. Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire, and let them perish that oppress the people. Smite in sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen, that say that there is none other but we, and gather all the tribes of Jacob together, and inherit thou them as from the beginning.
Yeah, but you see, you heathens, right? Starting from you so-called white people, right? And that's what the heathen nation. Y'all don't fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, but what? Y'all will fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
What the scripture say? That every knee shall bow, and every tongue will not confess that Yahweh Shai is Lord. You understand? So it's not maybe. You understand? We know how to, and all people who watching us for entertainment, they know fucking entertainment.
That's right.
There's serious business going on here. Alright?
Lord said what he will not call all the days, all the things that they reverence him, reverence his faith. You understand? So, scripture said, my servants that won't obey me, bring forth their stater.
Bring them hither.
Yes, but God has said, every knee shall bow and every tongue will confess. If not by will, by force. Because the most high when I bring down force and giants.
Daniel 4 verse 34. And at the end of the days, I, Nebuchadnezzar, this after the Lord told him into peace.
Yeah. My brother, the comment board say lots of two-thirds don't know who they are and don't even want to know or care. I tried talking to a Jake preaching in the streets. After I break down the scriptures, he called me a devil.
No, they call you Lord of devil.
Huh. Call him Beelzebub.
Daniel 4 verse 34. And at the end of the days, I, Nebuchadnezzar, lifted up my eyes unto heaven, I might understand the return unto me. And I blessed the Most High. He blessed Bel. He blessed the dragon. You understand? He blessed Yahweh Shemel Shai. I blessed the Most High, and I praised and honored him that liveth forever, whose dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom is from generation to generation. Understand? It says, and all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing, and he doeth according to his will in the army of heaven. Right? And upon the inhabitants of earth, and none can stay his hand or say unto him, what doest thou? Understand? So basically Daniel come out and say, hey, there's only one God. Yahweh Shemel Shai has blessed all knees, and I'm born, all tongues gonna confess. You really feel the Lord coming back here to smile? The Lord said he had many tongues on his head. Understand?
And the reason why Daniel will give these idols any credit because he himself destroyed these idols. Alright, Bel and the dragon. Alright? Destroyed Bel with his hand.
Why Daniel did that? Because he had faith. Like this blast at Amaziah, the king of Judah, that destroyed Edom, cast them off stones, of rocks, and made the body splat on stones, and then turned to worship the gods. He had dumbass nigga.
Reprobate.
Dumbass nigga.
Reprobate.
And take all the Edom God and take it back to Jerusalem. And start going into them and worship them. And the good house, hey, Yahweh said, imagine Edom, them Edomite God couldn't even deliver them. And you won't worship that? They're on a different level that you're going to do, right?
This is Ezekiel 6, I start at verse 3. And say, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of Yahweh. Power. Thus said Yahweh power to the mountains and to the hills, to the rivers and to the valleys. Behold, I, even I, will bring a sword upon you, and I will destroy your high places, and your altars shall be desolate, and your images shall be broken, and I will cast down your slain men before your idols. I will lay the dead carcasses of the children of Israel before their idols, and I will scatter your bones round about your altars.
Yeah, and guess what? We have no choice but to kill when the Lord say kill.
Can't.
Because the scripture said they have shed the I just want to make sure I say the right thing. Revelation 16. Revelation 16. Yeah, Revelation 16 and 6. It says, for they have shed the blood of the saints and prophets, and thou hast given their blood to drink, for they are worthy. So when your blood gonna be shed, you worthy of that. Your blood have to be shed, or the land wouldn't be cleansed. You understand? So we can't say we stay with sword. We have to put on with swords, and we have to slay when the Lord says slay. Ezekiel and 4. Going on. Yeah. Resist. Who can resist this way? Hey, with that way, I just read it. And because as I say, there is none can see his hand.
And some people they go to suck at that shit, they most like when I put that spirit on it, to fuck them up in that day. You understand? You might meet somebody and that they OJC, eh? And that's it. And all that kind of mad hairstyle and things these bitches posting. You understand? That color hair go back to leprosy. You understand? Just move your out.
That's Israel.
Yeah, that.
No.
Salaki. That's two
That's
thirds.
another nation.
That's two thirds. Listen to that, Salaki. Listen two thirds.
That could never be Israel.
Anna, so you take a woman. Salaki about that.
That could never be Israel.
So things like that. Not even things like that when I people that thing like that.
This is Isaiah.
Could never be Israel.
Isaiah 58 and 1.
Right now the Lordship destroy all women and make women. Tell it straight.
Cry aloud.
The angel had a saying. I'm gonna read it. I mean, I didn't know about the woman topic, but just read it, just so we can see. Yeah, the angel knows no color line. It says, an old Latin proverb ran, Lux, Asinos, Malaya, Medea, Opus, Hedon. It says, a nut, a donkey, and a woman need the whip. And so a woman needs to be beaten in the right mind.
No, boy. Woman,
They need to be beaten in the right mind.
Yeah, Isaiah 58 verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins.
Yeah, they don't want to hear the scripture saying verse 5 and 10. They don't think that you can hear it.
Can't.
You understand? We'll read this. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 15. But Jeshua waxed fat and kicked. Thou art waxen fat, thou art grown thick, thou art covered with fatness. Then he forsook Yahweh, which made him, and highly esteemed the rock of his salvation. I like to esteem the rock of his salvation. And now Israel doing right now, they say, nah. We don't need the Most High. We don't need the Most High. We could do whatever we want. We're rich. We don't conquer all these nations, so we could do whatever we want. And it's the same mentality to us now. They don't need the Most High. So they rather worship because of the other nations. Guess what? What you people doing right now? You know that is what Esau was doing? Esau was worshiping you in your kingdom. When the Moors was ruling, when we was ruling in Greece, in Rome, who do you think the so-called whites was deifying? They was worshiping black gods. Diana, Zeus, all these gods were black gods originally. So they were actually worshiping you. But now he come and make you worship him. Like giving you a blasted red bastard to worship. Only hell the Lord can be white. The scripture says the Lord dark skin, but you falling down a white permy ass hair man. Alright? They say we is 2/5 of a man, but there is 2/5 of a man. There is not even a 1% man. Esau is more close to a dog than to a human being.
Right.
You could just call them brute beasts.
This is nature of no color line page 28. Right? It said 10 measures of idle talk were given the word. 9 of these the woman took.
Yeah, 9 of these the woman took. The woman just idle.
Right?
You understand? Read Lord on the arm so and that's it.
It said 10 measures of idle talks were given the word. 9 of these the woman took.
Yeah, so a woman just can't have understand because she just idle, not idle.
It said, from a woman was the beginning of sin. Because of her, we all died.
Put this high up. So when it comes. Yeah.
This is Job 39:17. Because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding.
Understand? So that is why she just idle. Understand? Because God in case she understand it. Well,
He said there is nothing worse in the world than a woman. He said, be she never so good. He said, Simonides. He said this is the greatest evil in what Zeus has made.
yeah, you understand, woman. It's like why really and truly says she just destroy these women. These women just naturally evil. You understand? That is women out here to save men really and truly.
That's right.
You understand?
Hey, Apostle
He said
Gabal.
throughout-
Hey, Solomon himself said that out of 1,000 women you find none. Well,
He said throughout Christian Europe, greatly, woman was considered an evil, an enemy of faith. A common saying was, woman is the gateway to hell.
Can you say woman is the gateway to hell?
that's fine.
That's right. He said the Latin female, woman, was interpreted as minimum faith.
Minus faith.
Yeah.
You understand?
Just
Minus
like
the woman do have. That is why we are just to get them woman when they come to the scripture, just stick to preaching to wake up the language is meant.
If I could say this, in mind, talk about woman being gateway to hell, right? One of the words for I believe for hell, but I know it also goes back to pit in the Hebrew Kwaba, which is vagina. Right? So these men know they say woman is hell, but they just translate shawal, hell, and pit, and Kwaba is one of the words for pit also in the Hebrew. So she be gateway to blasted death.
Ancient man was in the right mind. And he heard something.
We'll go back to this. This is Deuteronomy 32, verse 16. They provoke him to jealousy with strange gods. With abominations, they provoke him to anger. They sacrifice unto devils, not to Yahweh, to gods they knew not, to new gods that came newly up, whom their fathers feared not. So your fathers wasn't going to bow down and worship blasted JC. Right? Going on. It says, of the rock that begat thee, thou art unmindful. You don't know Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Alright? Thou hast forgotten the God that formed thee. And when Yahweh saw it, he abhorred them because of the provoking of his sons and his daughters. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be. For their very forward generation, children of whom there is no faith. And the son Israel don't have faith. That is why Amaziah went down worship the Edomite God, because he have a faith. Romans 9:31, Israel which have the law, kept not the law. You know, they kept it not by faith. Romans 9:31. Alright? The last one is verse 25. The sword without and terror within shall destroy both the young man and the virgin, the suckling also with the man of gray hairs. So when the time of Jacob's trouble come around, that is what's going to happen to 2/3 of you. Because you forsook the Lord your Hashem Yashai. Here the Lord opened his arms to you, and you basically slapping out the Lord hand. So the Lord is going to send destruction upon you. And Jeremiah said double destruction.
This is Baruch chapter 4 verse 6. It said he was sold to the nations not for your destruction, but because he moved the power of Yahweh to wrath. He said he was delivered unto the enemies, for he provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not unto the power of Yahweh.
They know what the scripture said in Job 21. He said, who is the most sad that we should worship him? Understand? And basically they say, who is the most sad? We don't want to have a part with this. But in that day, they're going to learn to serve the Lord by faith. Remember Revelation 6 and 16?
This is Amos. Amos chapter 4. I have overthrown some of you as the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, and he will as a firebrand out of the burning. Yet I did not return unto me, said Yahweh. Therefore thus will I do unto thee, O Israel, and because I will do this unto thee, prepare to meet thy God, O Israel.
So the Most High have been punishing Israel for the sins in the past. You understand? But yet still now they continue in their wickedness. You understand? So the Most High say, what prepare 2/3 of people, 2/3 of all people, prepare to meet your power. Alright? But the scripture also says in Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 7, it says, how shall he pardon you for this? You understand? Yeah, you have sworn by them that are no good. You understand? So in that day, you're not going to receive any pardon. Right?
No pardon.
You're going to be destroyed.
Most High say he has set those children in vain, so this time is not them. That is the last measure of punishment, and that is when they're going to come and tell me right now.
How to burn the learn. You don't want to get burned with someone who still doesn't learn.
He's a black cook, stand up.
This is Amos chapter 9 verse 10. He said, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
All these sinners of both sides people. I just show how just he is as a power. You understand? Even his to worse yet, or far more for you here. Far more for you, Esau. Alright? If the Most High gonna destroy you, gonna deal with his people, the sinners of his people worse than you understand? I don't know anybody has anything to go on.
I'll do. This is Jeremiah 5 verse 12. They have belied Yahweh and said, it is not he, neither shall evil come upon us, neither shall we see sword nor famine. Verse 19, shall we see sword nor famine.
So like here, what they say? They vote Donald Trump in, and his mission statement was what? To make America great again. Neither shall they see sword nor famine.
And it shall come to pass when he shall say, wherefore doeth Yahweh our power all these things unto us, then shall thou answer them, like as ye have forsaken me and served strange gods in your land, so shall ye serve strangers in a land that is not yours.
Alright? The second is just chapter this is second Ezra chapter 15 verse 24. It said, woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, said the Lord. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power, defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him.
Lord, knoweth all them that sin against him. Alright, where's sin? Sin is the transgression of the Most High laws. Alright? So you homosexuals, alright, you adulterers, alright, you false accusers, the Most High gonna deal with you all. Woe unto you all. Alright?
Yeah, he said, for the Lord knoweth all them that sin against
For
him.
the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him. Alright, when you go back into Ecclesiastes, it's 12 and the last verse, it says, for the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. And you can read over where just.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 26. For the Lord Yahweh knoweth all them that sin against him.
Knoweth all them that sin against him. Alright? So whether it be secret, you understand? Or whether it be open, the Most High knows. Go feel he and see it. Your husband, alright, this the woman, your husband might be see when they're going to sleep with Brian, they're going to sleep with Fred, but the Most High see it. Alright?
So like, yeah, just I say it now, boy. Because those who sin against him, the law was only given to Jacob right now, boy. So there's Isaiah chapter 3, verse 9. You show up their countenance with witness against them. They declare their sin as Sodom, they hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. Because hey, plenty Jacobs is homosexual. Why they homosexual? Because they're selling out for the money. The scripture say, why gain the world and lose your soul? Right? That's to be a mason, to go up in the ranks, to get a big bucks. Yeah, have you a pocket?
And watch that whole video the apostles and the same I, that our Saint I and Horus. That actually goes back to the young boys in us.
Can't.
So when you worshiping that, you worshiping sexual sacrifice.
That was when he's breaking only black consciousness, when he's fighting hard against Sanatan.
Understand? Going back to our young boys in us.
Can't.
Showing you actually what that documentary is showing that like them elites, certain level on the like basis or whatnot. Like taking certain money, you have to do sexual sacrifices. And basically like it's with this pentagram,
They call it sexual magic.
Yeah, sexual magic.
Sexual magic.
5-point star. And actually draw a circle and palm man line up in the circle. And at each, like 2 hands, two legs and a head, you put a candle. And I believe it's the high priest or the order, whoever the case is, had to go and deal with this man. And when he breaking, that is when they broken some script.
If you pay attention, in the beginning of Big Bang Theory, I believe that they show it, it has been running real quick. They have a certain things. They show it a man in the middle there. No, they show the pentagram with the man in the middle. A sketch, well, it's a sketch now.
Yeah, but I think if they pretend that, I'm sure I'm gonna be like anything.
Yeah, that's a long time ago, yeah. In the 80s. Yeah. Bionic Man and all them shit. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. And even in that was one thing, bringing out the sexual magic. Then too, if you watch some of these porn actresses and they have like an Egyptian shit on their hand, boy. Besides the arm, they have an Egyptian shit on their hand. And then going back to the Phoenix, so like where you see Rihanna have on the ship, yeah. All that because what was going on now. It's like as they basically wrong with the sexual magic now. Right? They getting powers from the left hand side by doing sexual favors. That's what it is about now. So being a whore, right, they draw the energy from that now, boy.
All of that from Egyptian customs.
Yeah.
Declare the sin of Sodom, hide it not. Alright? Like the pride that this system and these faggots walking in. Alright? Because all on to the media, alright, they are calling this homosexuality. Alright? Video games, alright, television, magazines. You know, this homosexuality is around front. Even here in Trinidad in this country right now. Alright?
That's the energy. Every scripture said in Revelation, their dead bodies were lying in the street. or the city spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt. Because that's how they push everybody think back. In the 80s, right? In the 80s when I was a youth coming up, they didn't have cables, they didn't have internet. And the energy of the people was more togetherness and a brotherly love. Right? But then when internet and cable came in, is when all the chaos came in, when all the grudging, when all the homosexuality, well, hey, you had homosexuality before, but when that energy get pushed harder, you understand? Through the internet, through the internet and through the cable, because that's what is put in your mind by the television.
Alright, so from youth, you will see a young man that claims to be a faggot for the television in media. Right, that would be that from medium. Right, medium is from the elite, the message that the elites trying to send. Right, they use the media, which is the medium between, alright, to the public. To feed the public with that kind of violence and homosexuality. Alright?
Isaiah 47, verse 10, it says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge do not perverted me. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me." Verse 12.
He is the man. You understand?
Verse 12 says, "Stand now with thine enchantments, with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be that thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail."
This is Revelation chapter 2 verse 14. It says, "But I have a few things against thee, because thou hast here them that follow the doctrine of Balaam, who taught Balaam to cast a stumbling block before the children of Israel, to eat things sacrificed unto idols and to commit fornication." Like you was talking about the TV covering the doctrine of Balaam, because they're doing all kinds of things to make we. Scriptures talk about that in Revelation, I believe it's Revelation 12. The accusers of our brethren, the accusers knights before the Lord, so they actually do things to make us abominable.
Because that what the parable of Balak and Balaam was about, is that, hey, you can't curse the ones that are blessed. There's no curse or no enchantment against them. Or if you make them abominable to the Most High, you know, the Most High won't deal with them. And that's basically it, as they say.
Like one thing the heathens are conscious of.
Yeah, they know who we are. So that's the power that they have. Knowledge is power. They know who we are, and they withhold that information from us. So now that's why our job is so hard, because these tutors, they're not going to take who they are. They prefer to be what they was taught. Your enemy took you, rape you, rob you, murder you, and ship you across the whole world, right? And then they tell you that they are your God, right? They don't understand that is foolishness. They can't see the hypocrisy and the idiosyncrasy of the whole thing, right? They're just blind sheeple that suffer from Stockholm syndrome. So it really takes the Spirit of the Most High to open up your mind, the bowels of your heart, or your mind, to accept the fact that you are Israelite supposed to begin. Then to accept the fact that, hey, we're supposed to begin to accept the name Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because hey, we're the biggest devil with horns and tails. Let me tell them, JC doesn't exist. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is in here. They're watching your cross-eyed bug eye. They're ready to dash out all manner of water on you. You understand?
Just backing up with Balaam now.
Yeah, come on.
It says, the book of Judah chapter 5 verse 5. It says, "Then Achio, the captain of all the sons of Ammon, let my Lord know here a word that come forth out of the mouth of thy servant. And I will declare unto thee the truth concerning this people, which dwelleth near thee, and inhabited the hill countries. And there shall no lie come out of the mouth of thy servant. These people are descended of the Chaldeans, and they sojourn therefore in Mesopotamia, because they would not follow the gods of their fathers, which were in the land of Chaldee." Alright, jumping down. Verse 18. That's not verse 17. It says, and while they sinned not before their God, they prospered, because Yahweh that hated iniquity was with them. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore, and were led captives into the land that was not theirs. And I think the brother said that he so know the history about us that when we sin, we will go depart a little bit. Alright? Go side go depart. We have that in Jeremiah. It's Jeremiah 6 and 8. Be thou instructed, O Jerusalem, lest my soul depart from thee, lest I make thee desolate, and the land be land not inhabited. So Lord, you know, if you sin, they're gonna depart from here. And Esau know this from the history. Alright? It says, and the temple of God was cast to the ground, and their cities was taken by the enemies. But now are they returned to their God, and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and they possess Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated on the hill country, for it was desolate. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, lest my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God be for them, and we become a reproach among all the world. You understand? So you let you know, guess what? If Israel sin, let me go up. But if they ain't sin, let me backstep. Let me don't go up, because the most high will be for them. So that's why Esau trying to keep you abominable. But when the scripture said, I mean, Psalms 92, Psalm 92 and 5, it said the brutish man understand not. That's how deep the Lord taught us. Them don't understand. Guess what? So what? Most High gonna return to us any goddamn way. Just like what happened in Egypt. Israel was basically Gentiles in Egypt. Most of us didn't know the Most High, but guess what? The Lord turned on to us for good. So guess what? This, go back to Jeremiah 33. If we could turn away them ordinances, the Most High set up forever. Now we have. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 31, chapter 35. It says, thus said Yahweh, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinance of the moon, and of the stars for a light by night, which divided the sea when the waves thereof roar. Yahweh hosts his name. If those ordinances depart from before me, said Yahweh, then the seed of Israel shall cease from being a nation before me forever. Thus said Yahweh, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundations of the earth search out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, said Yahweh. Lord said, guess what? If it is that you can search out all these things, that is when he went on, cast off Israel, but most I see no not cast off Israel. And that what the so-called white man trying to do. You understand? He's trying to search out everything. He's trying to
prove the Most High wrong.
Can search out because in the book of Job 38, 39, we talk about can you tell when the mountain goes, or whatever the case is made, whatever the case is, and he's not trying to do what? They try to find out all these things so the Most High can cast you off from being happy good. But guess what? You try to search it up to the sea, it's a machine with that cannot go because you touch the water with a person. You understand? You can't pass the heavens, you can't search out the heavens. So guess what? You're not going to cast out Israel. So guess what? We actually, the so-called white man has no understanding of this thing. Right? The so-called white man has no understanding. Israel is forever.
I think in Jeremiah, scripture says in that day shall the sons of Jerusalem the son far shall not be found. Don't take it away. Oh, right. Just say the question I was bringing earlier is Judah chapter 11 and verse 11. It says, and now that my Lord be not defeated and frustrate of his purpose, even death is now fallen upon them, and their sin had overtaken them, wherewith they will provoke their God to anger, whensoever they shall do that which is not fit to be done. You understand? So even the heathens know that when we let sin overtake us, you understand, we provoke the Most High to anger. You understand? And the reason it says that, which is when they do whensoever they shall do that which is not fit to be done. You understand? So they know heathens functions of this. You know, and something about this fucking why do they rage? Most I don't punish you. You understand? And then expect them to punish you. If they have to get out of touch in this fire, they have to get out of this stuff. You understand? That double for me. That's something that's not saying.
I don't know, touch, I should say why the rage. Because what's going on? The Edomites raging against the Moabites, the Koreans, and all this bullshit. You know, the Russians and all the Assyrians and all the comments together, but they're raging now, but who's alliance and who's not, and all this kind of stuff now, but at the end of the day, the kingdom is for Israel.
That makes sense. Yes. This is the book of Ezra, chapter 4, verse 14. Now, because we have maintenance from the king's palace, and it was not meet for us to see the king's dishonor, therefore we have sent and certified the king, that search may be made in the book of the records of their fathers for the sin of the heathen and the records. So shall thou find in the book of the records and know that this city is a rebellious city, a hurtful unto kings and provinces, and they have moved sedition within the same of old time. For such cause was made the city destroyed. So basically the men, I believe that was in the Medo-Persia captivity, they was actually speaking against Israel. Because in Esther, in Apocrypha, when Haman was saying, so these people have laws contrary unto all nations. And basically there's a problem unto all nations. So they had the record, they have all records basically. Alright? So that's how they know how to deal with Israel. How to basically to keep us in captivity.
So hear this out, right?
It's like the scripture said Esau is a cunning hunter. So Esau know how to deal with the prey. You understand? Like they will show you a turn over a shark and get those side. So they know how to get Israel those side. They know how to keep Israel
Spirit
calm.
calm.
You understand?
Fuck with the pioneer glass.
Hear this out. This is Isaiah chapter 48, verse 9. For my name's sake will I defer mine anger. For my praise will I refrain for thee, that I cut thee not off. So even when the Father is upset, you understand him still not do over it. You understand? You understand? He's still
destroying back just so that he will totally destroy. You understand?
Ezra, right? This was Ezra, because they had the law to the Islam after the was spoken. It says, this Ezra chapter 8 verse 21, that all things perform after the law of the Most High diligent unto the Most High power, that wrath come not upon the kingdom of the king and his sons. After this, basically had the law of Israel, and basically where the kingdom was supposed to be rebuilt. And hey, after this, they say the Most High Israel, he say, hey, everything that the Lord say, he will not get them whoever the case is to build back the temple. So they want the report.
This show they basically don't touch Israel when Israel not sinning. Now when Esau know he can't do nothing right now. And when Esau know he can't do nothing right now, come out there and speak in this way. This is the book of 2 Maccabees chapter 3, verse 37. And when the king asked Heliodorus, who might be a fit man to be sent yet once again to Jerusalem, he said,
But days after the Lord done sent 3 angels to fuck him up literally. I say literally fuck him up and heal him back at an instant. You understand? At an instant.
Real dread too, eh?
This is what he said. If thou hast an enemy or a traitor, send him thither, and thou shalt receive him well scourged, if he escape with his life. For in that place, no doubt, there is a special power of God. For he that dwelleth in heaven hath his eye on this place, and defendeth it. And he beat it and destroyed them that come on to hurt it. And the things concerning Heliodorus and the keeping of the treasury fell out on this sort. So like you just say, here it is going, just leave Israel with them money. Forget Israel. Don't touch Israel. Don't touch not man going to. That's why we know who we worship there. We know the Lord gonna come back and deal with Esau. That's right. Hey, without this, can't have peace without war. And the Lord knows that is what the Lord said. You cannot go and take the strong man's goods when it's supposed to find the strong man.
Spoil them, yeah. Just going back on what you say concerning them touching us. Right? Because what you say they can't, that's why they won't touch us right now, because you know. But that's why they have a red list, a blue list. You understand? And a yellow list. And the red list is what? Those who totally non-compliant to the new world order. And we will be number 1 on our red list. You understand? Because we know our power. So is there a remedy for those on the red list? To chop their head off. You understand? To take away the spirit.
This Psalms 49 and 6. It says, they that trust in wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of riches, none of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give power a ransom for him.
Yeah, none of them by any means can give a ransom. Right? So what? Sir, what your name? Sir Richard Branson. Right? Who are the island who get destroyed in the hurricane there just now in Irma? Who are the who own, I can't remember what it is, if it's Sony Records you own, boy? That building the spacecraft to go to space, to travel to space like at leisure, like how you have an airplane. Richard Branson, right? He's a rich man. They have no ransom. All of them gonna run and hide and come back out. You understand? The Queen of England. You understand? That devil, right? All them Moabites that saving up holy gold. None of them have no ransom to pay. Death.
This is Exodus 15, verse 16. It says, fear and dread shall fall upon them by the greatness of thy arm. They shall be as still as a stone till thy people pass over, O Yahweh, till thy people pass over, which thou hast possessed. On only thing in the scripture they can't join when I come upon them until Israel pass over. But when the Most High touch them on them chariots, hey, who can stand before you? Nobody can stand before you. You can't touch Israel. The matter of the apple I use, the Most High high five. You not like it, right?
Deuteronomy chapter
Yeah, the most High can shell long quick ship.
Deuteronomy chapter 3 verse 22. Ye shall not fear them, for Yahweh your power, he shall fight for you.
Yeah, the Most High shall fight for you. There's some prophet that can't remember the book, but the Most High was telling a prophet, don't fear them because the terrible one is with you. You understand? So you know is that? They come like what's up with? They come like you moving with no father is the dreadest man in the army. You understand? Everybody fear you. The terrible one is with you. For them don't know the characteristics of your father. Hey, when the Most High speak about Leviathan, the Most High really goes about Leviathan. And the Most High say, hey, if Leviathan is so terrible, then who can stand before me? You understand? Who can stand before me? The scripture says, remember the battle no more. No, you can't try to touch Leviathan. So the Most High talk about the strength of the weak, even in the neighbors. You You understand? And he say, easy one who can command them. You want to touch your over shop, you'll shine for it. But the most I let go, he took the gold, the fire turn up in you. You understand? If you say, I'm looking for it, so when Yahweh was when Jerusalem defended, also he was delivered it and passed it over, he was preserved. I'm talking about the chariots. When it is the military and stuff, you can see what destroyer and Israel. The chariots when I fly over like an eagle, you understand that because an eagle is one of the birds of prey. And hey, most of them are seen, most of them are Israel, as birds flying.
Birds flying, you know. All the birds that have a foundation when they fly, they take it because of when you can show understand. All the chariots go down from
E for victory.
yeah.
Yeah, 1980s movie.
God,
Well, TV series.
I think they just show that in Independence Day, when the father ship is sky out and the others, you go have some small ones in front that they gonna do the thing and then you want to do that. You understand?
Yeah, supposed to break that down last week. I forget the names he called it. You have partnership come on and the others are fall out and split out. You broke it down. I can't remember the name he called it.
This is Psalms chapter 105, verse 7 verse 30. It says, when they went from one nation to another, from one kingdom to another people, he suffered no man to do them wrong. Yea, he reproved kings for their sake, saying, touch not my anointed, and do my prophet no harm.
Don't touch, see and don't touch. God.
He was talking about eagles as eagles, right? This is Matthew 24, verse 27. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. Chariots shall the light. Verse 28. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be together. And the eagles is what going back to the chariots of the Lord. Scriptures talk about even cover you on the wings.
This is Isaiah 64 verse 1. Oh, that thou wouldest rend the heavens, that thou wouldest come down, that the mountains might flow down at thy presence, as when the melting fire burneth, the fire causeth the waters to boil, to make thy name known to thine adversaries, that the nations will tremble at thy presence. When thou didst terrible things which we looked not for, thou camest down, the mountains go down at thy presence. Right? For since the beginning of the world men have not heard, nor perceived by the ear, neither hath the eye seen or power beside thee what he hath prepared for him that waited for him. Right? And that beautiful salvation we're looking for. When the Most High reign in heaven. But sometimes they don't know if I'm not in a sticky situation. And that time I say, oh boy, that is it. You know what it is? You say, well, yeah, that is just like in a die. Just them chariots bursting the sky. Probably zap the person who going and kill you boy. And that chariot kill you. But you going and ball going up in them chariots. Going and for your boy show me try to keep cry and get praises. I hear a lot of people across the air. A lot of people across the air. He said, hey, when that day comes, you have to go out to that part that is open for the day. So when them chariots come up, you're going to say, hey, then when I'm in say one thing you don't show, but you will show it down by someone.
That's right. Right.
Not like it, just all. Whatever you say will come back, it will come back, and it will come back. It's true what he promises. Right?
This is Revelation 11 verse 13. And at the same hour there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake was slain of men 7,000. And the remnant were frightened and gave glory unto the God of heaven.
So, hey, that day, when we see that destruction in America, we're going to be frightened. Because we know the most high terror, but we're going to rejoice. Because guess what? I'm busy one that city is destruction and the wicked. Because we know where it's wicked is how we that is better than the wicked. So guess what? When we see America be destroyed, we're going to rejoice. We're still going to be frightened. Because hey, we feel it. So we know. You understand?
Yeah?
The way was said just right at the outside, you know, we waiting on the Most High, right? The Most High promises you to deliver us, right? With Numbers 23 and 19, said the power is not a man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. And he said, and shall not do it? Or had he spoken, and shall not he make it good?
Because you know, Proverbs 8, I believe verse 5, say what a lie is an abomination to the lips.
Okay.
You understand? So the Most High ain't going to lie. The Most High say he will come to defend Israel. You understand? And for Israel, the Most High ain't coming to defend Israel.
This is Psalm 58 and 10. He said, the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. He says, so that a man shall say, verily, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he said, verily, he is the power that judges the heart.
You like how quickly my reward is with me. Most I have reward for everybody. You know, like how they say Santa Claus, bring toys for what you call it, and toys for everybody know the joy. Hey, the most I come in with presents for everybody. Salvation for the elect, and judgment and destruction for the wicked. Everybody will receive the just reward according to their works.
This is Revelation 22 verse 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according to his work shall be.
God say, guess what? You do evil, you're going to receive an evil judgment. You do good, you're going to receive good. But guess what? I was studying that what they call. Some people say, like, some of them shows people. You can't do the same because, like, what? They just evil, and we can't do them back evil, whatever the case is. But let me say, should evil be recompensed for good? So we're doing good, and the so-called white people can come and do us evil. What's just about that?
GOCC believe in hell, eh? That is why.
So them do us.
That is why. That is what. Put it into what you're saying. GOCC believe in hell. Right. That is why they will believe that. You can't do them that because they believe you'll have to go to hell to get a judgment. You understand? The book is not the problem, no, is the understanding. Yeah, with the mermaids. Can't.
So then, if the electorate upon that the great pyramid, who is them? Because if they so-called singing this song, who are they? Scriptures can't be lying because the scriptures say only the elect could learn that song. So then who are they?
The elect fan club. Yeah. Yeah, it goes to show they have no understanding now. They don't have the oil.
It's the elect for life. You understand? Just choose your elected for life. Then when the majority votes, you understand?
Psalm chapter 18 verse 25. It says, with the merciful thou wilt show thyself merciful. With an upright man thou wilt show thyself upright. With the pure thou wilt show thyself pure. Or with the froward thou wilt show thyself froward.
Yeah, so the most I say good to good. You tell kids, you say if evil is for them. You understand? If you do bad must for them. When you think King Saul get punished for you disobey the Lord the Most High to kill all the whole of Amalek, and he sent an evil spirit on Saul. He do evil, so the Most High send evil on them. And if I want you, the whole soul run them. You understand? And that goes back to Most High tell you to kill out our whole nation, get it? But he called it to kill out your whole city, your whole run. Balance. Like disobedience is not witchcraft. You understand?
Isaiah 26 verse 20 says, Come my people, enter down to thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation overpass. For behold, Yahweh cometh out of his place, to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity.
Yeah, like a bear being wet, Most High coming out of that Most High going and destroy you because that indignation is righteous anger. It's a righteous anger it is. Because he tells you well not to do something or to do it. So they expect the father house to do. If it is a father house, they don't say do it in your own house. You understand? And it is that all of this is the father. You say fathers have righteous indignation. So guess what? The Most High has righteous indignation. We say right? This is what this is. What is my own?
Matthew 18.
Anybody see a front?
18, boy. We're talking about till it says I'm not lawful for me to do until that which is mine. We're talking about
It's
20 verse 15. It says,
This is Matthew chapter 20 verse 15. It says, Is it not lawful for me to do what I will with my own?
son, the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. All the people in the Lord do. You understand? And all they expect the Most High God to sit back there and they all they effort they will see. Like man, they try to tell the Most High place and kingdom, king's domain. This is the king's domain. The Most High coming back from what is his own. He coming back to elect, he coming back to destroy the wicked, and he coming back to cleanse the earth. You understand? Because all the so-called white people just entering up the damn place.
Says Jeremiah 18 verse 6. O house of Israel, cannot I do with you as this potter, said Yahweh? Behold, as the clay is in the potter's hand, so are ye in my hand, O house of Israel.
The difference with us is that he put that law that brings a life in us wisdom. You understand? But if you want to break the pot, you can do that if you want. You understand? The same thing like with all Egypt, because the scriptures say basically all the gold and silver can't save all it. Because the gold and the silver is his own. And shall I see the
It's Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will.
Yes, so guess what? That shows that it has to be good.
The scriptures say, all the heart in your hand, that he will not let Israel go.
We'll say that related to Ezekiel, if anybody has
It's Romans chapter 9, starting at verse 17. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, Even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I may shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, on whom he hardeneth.
That's why when we start camp, when we do our sit-down videos, when we preach the word, we always say give all praises to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Because at the end of the day, all the honor and the glory going to him. We are just as humble servants seeking for that 1 pence, which is what the entry into the kingdom. Right? We're doing his will. Understand?
I think it's apostles that said it. It's just robots and those type program.
Can't.
Like, hey, still like, yeah, don't need to change this cool boy. Before they came up with the when they were just say well if you are selling feels like Israelite, he said no. He said when he prayed, he just keep Israel and he prayed. Yeah, he just pray for Israel. So like we are truly serious. Who does pray for Israel right now? Iran war for Israel.
She talking about the land. Hey, that was
But
it.
hey, just like when the Most High do it, the reason we can't go against the Most High is like the Most High take fragments of the Spirit and place into each body. And it's the same thing if so want to be that microchip. Because it shows the microchip, they can actually control their thoughts. When I say control their thoughts, like those shadows you turn cats. You put the chip, microchip in cats' brain and rats, and can actually make them aggressive by just
triggering some electronic pulses.
Actually triggering pulses. So if so want to actually do that, to actually cause you know to what? To basically be under his rule. He could make you do things that you want to do.
So like I can show you that in if it was in Kingsman, it was
in this movie
with the cell phone and Samuel L. Jackson.
Kingsman.
That was Kingsman.
That was Kingsman.
Yeah, when they all
show you in this movie too. Hunger Games.
This thing with this jackass, these two brothers Gadsby. If I ever see the brothers Gadsby, right? It was in the brothers Gadsby also. It's a comedy.
It's a comedy. But you call different parts have different parts. The first part was the people just the other day.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a born again, but the girl is starring it. Gosh. Yeah? Not Maze Runners, yeah? Not Hunger Games. A different movie. I think it's 4 different parts or 3 different parts. It's the same movie, but they put different names things. No, the Hunger Games. The Hunger Games. I remember you how to tell it.
Right? A movie. I think it's Mark, it's 60 Mark, something like that, right? So when you start saying the movie, the ship is a holy implant, right? This ship is a holy implant. This ship is a holy implant, and he starts saying the ship is the spirit. You understand? That's what people just saying just now.
Have a movie, an old movie called THX 10 something. When they put it up in YouTube, you will see it. I'll send it to you all in the group. THX. I saw the movie years ago, right? When I was early into the truth, right? They were sedating you with these drugs, and they're programmed now, buddy. Anytime you come off these pills, you're on program. They have real movies where they're telling on themselves right now. That THX movie was like the ultimate plan now. Everybody all in white, everybody all going about what they're supposed to do. Right? Anybody who sideline, elimination.
It's like, you know what I remind me of basically, like when he's not trying to know. I can remember an episode in Beast Wars when I was younger. The thing where Megatron, well, he was the dinosaur, whatever the case is, when he did that time on the planet.
Insurgent.
Right, can't.
Divergent, insurgent,
yeah.
Insurgent.
Right.
Right, that's the one because the first one was Divergent, then
Yeah,
Insurgent, then Resurgent.
Yeah.
Now what they was showing in that, in one of the trilogy or whatever the case they were going to call it, one of the movies, they actually showing that they turned on the chip and some of the people actually made them commit suicide. When they was making the children walk off the building when they wanted the girl, and they didn't want to hand over the girl, they make the people turn the chip and make the people walk, try to commit suicide. And then the people was in the Insurgent. No, I think it was the Divergent, the ones who basically was under no order.
Right.
It was different from everybody else.
So that when that's in the beginning when they was identifying who is who.
Who is who?
Right.
You understand? They actually turned that was the military sect.
Right.
They turned the military sect against everybody else and to go and just destroy people. Remember that?
Yeah, like the Alpha team.
Yeah.
That was
they didn't want to.
Yeah.
But they turned on the chip and make them
call her girlfriend with the Israelite girl. She was one of the Alpha team. I think she came behind her too, and she didn't even want to do her anything, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like where he's not trying to take control, I was there. You could see through their eyes though. But then, we only come to it because like in this Beast Wars 2, like they're trying to take over the planet and somebody got what you could have do, transform them where you want, whatever the case is. Their programming link up with his programming, but he have a thing where he can control everything. But certain robots will have to still come back and report to him. So in a sense, they come like he's both. Because with most idols, he does send out angels, which he won't really have. Because he knows what somebody when I'm referring to it, he can teach you a personalized whatever the case is. But like the angels will still come and watch us see and go back and report to the most side. Because like hey, most side know what Satan was doing when he has Satan in question.
Scripture see does make mockery of the angels.
Yeah.
Because in the council, when they had the council in what is that, First Kings? The Most High didn't want to, you know, he just wanted to see, well let's basically
he put out there for the edification of the elect.
Can.
For we to bring that out and to be edified at this day. That's what he put out there for.
What you say,
Precept. This is Psalms. Psalm 96, verse 4. For the Lord Yahweh is great, and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. Great to be praised. Fear above all gods. So, most I say my thoughts, not your thoughts. Most I got different sense to humor, right?
Say there's no God besides me. He run the experiment. He look at it, had no other God. Easy one true power. But
Ecclesiastes 42 verse 21. He had garnished the excellent works of his wisdom, and he is from everlasting to everlasting. Unto him may nothing be added, neither can he be diminished. And he had no need of any counselor. Instead of a counselor. Most I say when he made the heavens and the earth, he was there to teach him. He said he didn't need no counsel. You understand? You're in the front of you.
he dread.
God, terrible.
When he they have a song, boy, I can't remember who sing it. It say shut your mouth when bad man talking. Right? When the Most High talk, hush your mouth.
This is Isaiah 40, this is Isaiah 41 verse 1. It says, keep silence before me, O islands, and let the people renew their strength. Let them come near, then let them speak. Let us come near together to judgment. Most I tell, hey, keep silent.
Hush your mouth.
Hush your mouth. Good.
There's Isaiah 5 verse 8. It says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts.
So what? Esau setting up themselves, these heathen regions setting up themselves to be next. Right? Who worried about who having nuclear arms and all that kind of bullshit? You understand? The Most High not to know there. Have an old dance all that say too much gun talk. You know that? You know that one? Right? Too much all that gun talk, and the real bad man, when he clap, everything are son there.
You know what I see? If you can't search out the heavens, like that you cases, and if you say his thoughts higher than the heavens, and you can't search out the heavens, you can't search out his thoughts either. You just give a fragment until
Psalms 91:5. O Yahweh, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep.
Right. But the thoughts of the Most High so deep that he had to give us clues for us not to be destroyed. Because guess what? All the chastening that the men of the Lord going through, the Lord had us to tell us, hey, he chastening the one that he loved. You understand? But we wouldn't see that as a tutor. A tutor will watch us and say, boy, watch this man, boy. A tutor will say, boy, when our brother was in the world, he had so much cars, so much houses. Yeah, he was married, he had a wife. He was on top of it. His name was calling, boy. He was a ranker. But now watch at him, boy, he on the street like a madman with an afro. Preaching the word. As the brother say, ringing bell. You understand? They don't understand it, but we understand it because the Most High gave us that. He gave us the clues. He let us know that, hey, you see the chastening that going? I reprove in you. Despise not the chastening of the Lord. So hey, something happened here. We actually strengthened by adversity. We, the men of the Lord, actually strengthened by adversity. But these clowns up here in these churches and these temples and these mosques, hey, they be diminished. They be diminished by adversity. They take it as a sign of an omen, a bad omen. You understand? But we take it as a sign of blessing. Go ahead, Ab.
Psalm 147, verse 5, says, great is our Lord, and of great power, his understanding is infinite.
Right, infinite is never ending. On innumerable. Right? His understanding is innumerable. So hey, when I watch you, hey, have these tutors coming up or these Christians coming up, what is what? God will never do that. God not racial. Hey, you know, hey, hey. you can't begin to conceptualize the thoughts of the Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The best thing to do is just follow orders.
That's what nigga do, man.
Follow orders.
This is Psalm.
Yes, sir, Salakia.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 25. Because the foolishness of power is wiser than men, and the weakness of power is stronger than men. Verse 27. But power hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise.
Didn't he say he's saving by the foolishness of preaching that the elect will be saved? So hey, this is foolishness. We are the fools. As I was coming up in the car, I was telling somebody, I say, hey, guess what? It's a jester, boy. You know what's a jester? When the king sit down in the court, that clown that's coming in the full body suit with the hat with the bells, that's a jester, that's a fool. That's a jester for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You understand? But guess what? The scripture said, in the day of thy power, every man will be willing. You understand? So we think we are fools now, but we're going to be powerful in that time. Yahweh Shem Yahushai willing. We are of the elect.
Hey, we see why this set up songs out here.
Yeah, on you.
Ephesians 5, as in verse 3. But fornication and all uncleanness or covetousness, let it not once be named among you as become sins. Neither fell to this, nor foolish talking, nor jesting.
No jesting. Can't. Yeah, because we put away that old man. We put away that old man now. That old man would have been on drinks, laughs, and kicks and fun. But guess what? Right now we on serious business. We soulless for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? We circumspect to the job and the task at hand. You know, waking up the elect. That's all it's about. Fuck the 2/3. 2/3 of our people, they deserve going to hell with a fiery fucking glory, boy. Burn to fuck up. Because they refuse to hearken unto the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai via the words of, via the vessels, the prophets. Hey, they watch us and think we're just men, boy. We come out here with no power. But we come in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, boy. Or they can't see. They just can't see. They can't envision it. And we have people amongst us that say they're Israelites and they're fighting against the truth. They're fighting against the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They deserve missiles too. They deserve a fiery grave too. You understand? Go ahead, Ak.
2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 15.
Hey, the Most High is a just power, boy. Justice gonna be served. Fuck Judge Judy. What praises say about Shem Yahushai? Go ahead, Ak. Salakia.
It says, but we are unto the Most High a sweet savor of Yahushai, in them that are saved and in them that are perished.
Can't. Because those that perish, right? It's for righteousness to dwell on the land. We have to take away this scum of the earth. We must purge. Hey, them missiles go and cleanse the air. They're going to cleanse the soil. They're going to cleanse the water table. They're going to cleanse everything. Hey, they're going to purge this scourge and this scum of the land off of the land, boy. Go ahead.
It says, to the one we are the savor of death unto death.
Can't.
Understand? And to the other, the savor of life unto life. and who is official for these things?
Huh.
For we are not as many which corrupt the word of the Most High, but as of sincerity, but as of the Most High, in the sight of the Most High, speak we in Yahushua.
Hey, I just remember the story of King David. But even though King David went off, right, he was sincere. He was sincere when he repented to the Lord. You know? He went off. He did a sin unto death, adultery. You understand? But guess what? The Most High forgave him. He said he was a man after his own heart because he was sincere. What the scripture say? That it's unto be sincere.
And we go over, it says, 2 Corinthians 2 verse 17, for we are not as many which corrupt the word of the Most High.
Hey, this all these scriptures, the congregation of IUIC, you all don't read these things? Because we're not corrupting the word. We're not after filthy lucre. We're not after innumerable numbers of men. We after the honor and praise and glory of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We exalting his name. We giving him praise.
As you talk about name, the scripture says, you are proof that Antichrist shall come. There are many Antichrists. A name is Antichrist. But he are against Yahushai. He are against the name. Understand?
All of them is Antichrist. Right? Because he said it's not as many that go up, that go ahead, that corrupt.
It says, but as of sincerity, but as of the Most High, in the sight of the Most High, speak we in Yahushai.
So we witness to how about Shem Yahushai. Ultimately, because hey, think about it. When we out here prophesying, we prophesying to the elect. The scripture say, the spirit in you is gonna hear. You're gonna hear a voice in the back of your head say, "This is the way, walk ye in it." And our spirit gonna say, it's not our spirit, or our next spirit, or a spirit. I think it's in Romans says that these are the men of the Most High. I can't remember how it goes. The spirit bear witness with our spirit that these are the men of the worship our child. You understand? Go ahead.
It says Psalms 51 verse 16. For thou desirest not sacrifice, or else will I give it. Thou desirest not burnt offering. The sacrifices of Yahweh are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart, O Yahweh, will thou not despise.
Right, so that goes back to the chastening of the men of the Lord, the elect, the sign that the Most High showed us. That, hey, here we see, I'm going to chasten you, I'm going to reprove you. And he said, hey, do not despise the chastening of the Lord. In order to get a broken and contrite heart. I mean, we come into this thing, but guess what? Now let's puff it up. The Most High is still chastening you. All the knowledge you know, brother, still let's get chastened. Still let's get hard times. Still let's have to look to the Lord, pray to the Lord for the daily bread. Still let's have to look for the shelter. Still let's have to look for the provision. Still let's lose whatever family or whatever it may be. All these different things are what we get to be what? Humble. Blessed is the humble and blessed is the meek, for they shall inherit the kingdom of heaven. Go ahead.
This is Psalm chapter 57 verse 15. For thus said the high and lofty one that inhabit eternity, whose name is holy. I dwell in the high and holy place with him. Isaiah 57 verse 15. For thus said the high and lofty one that inhabiteth eternity, whose name is holy. I dwell in the high and holy place with him also that is of a contrite and humble spirit. He said to revive the spirit of the humble.
To revive?
Yeah, revive the spirit of the humble. And to revive the heart of the contrite ones.
The scripture say he's going to send us, Yahweh said he's going to send us a comforter. Right? This word is a comforter. One to that, man. Rebuke Satan in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Alright, you rebuke Satan. Go ahead. She said, go ahead. I ain't even catch it. Go ahead with the word.
Yeah, if I anything, I got one. Isaiah 62. Isaiah 62 and Isaiah 66 verse 2. That is Isaiah 66 verse 2. He said, for all those things had my hands made, and all those things have been, said the Lord Yahweh. But to this man will I look, even to him that is poor, and of a contrite spirit, and trembling at my word. Yeah, so the Most High looked at a humble man. The Most High loved when a man will be humble.
Lowly. To be humble, it means to be cut. It means to be cut, you know. It means to be broken. Right? So the Most High, hey, we go through the different adversities to be broken. When you're broken, guess what? You seek support. And the support that we have is beyond the horizon. Right? Because right now the horizon just showing you the travesty or the devastation. Right? Showing you that whether you lose, or whether you're about to lose, or whether we're without. But guess what? Behind that, because what we know the chip coming, we know martial law coming, right? We know so much things coming, but behind that, we're going through all what we're going through. But after that, the only horizon is what? The kingdom of heaven, once we can endure to the end. You understand?
Because they were saying that basically everything we had to depend on the Lord for.
Can.
Right? Because in Lamentation they say, hey, by the mercies of the Lord we are not consumed.
Can.
This is Colossians 3:3. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Mashiach, with Yahweh. When Yahweh shine, who is our life, shall appear, then we shall also appear with him in glory. So Yahweh shares with life. So we have to, wherever we need, we have to go to Yahweh shine.
So Hosea 6 verse 1.
1,001 precepts.
Return unto Yahweh, for he hath torn, and he will heal us. He hath smitten, and he will bind us up. After 2 days, when he revives us in the third day, he will rise us up, and we shall live in his sight.
Hey, you know what? No matter what Esau do, he cannot take Yahweh Shai out of our DNA, out of our spirit. Because we was just born to serve Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
That's our sole purpose. Hey, Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. That's our sole purpose. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Anybody? You understand?
Romans 8 verse 35. Who shall separate us from the love of Mashiach?
Not no man.
Shall tribulation, or distress,
all these things make us stronger.
or persecution,
Makes us infuse our faith.
or famine,
Makes us more trustworthy.
or nakedness,
Hell no, go ahead.
or peril, or sword,
Or,
and there is why none of these things.
or a nigga woman leaving. Or committing adultery.
Hey, what Job say? I desire his words more than my necessary food.
Can't.
That is why not being good, because we will be living off the words. It says, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. Somebody give my Philippians 4, verse 17. It says, for I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, not this world, not these dirty ass skunks in this world. Alright? Nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, which is in Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
This is Philippians 4:17. It says, not because I desire a gift, but I desire fruit that may abound to your account.
13, slack, yeah.
Verse 13. I can do all things through Mashiach which strengthens me.
Yes, so we can endure anything, suffering, death, tribulation, famine, anything. Because Yahweh Shai is the strength of us.
These 2 Corinthians 4. Read from some something today. Say, but we have the treasure in an earth vessel, that the excellency of power may be of Yahweh, and not of us. We are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not despaired, persecuted, but not forsaken, cast down, but not destroyed, always bearing about in the body the dying of our Lord, our side, that the life also of our side might be made manifest in our bodies. For we which live are always delivered unto death for our side's sake, that the life also of our side might be made manifest in our mortal flesh. So then death worketh in us, but life in you.
Can.
Job 13 verse 15. Though you slay me, yet will I trust in him. But I will maintain my own ways before him.
This will come in here, we don't say here, you could die and live. You know, some, and then some stuff like that. You have situations supposed to be everyday life. But don't say, oh, he slay me, I still want to trust in him. Despite whatever I go through. This was my luck. I was appointed with this one to the spirit realm. This was the most I appointed to go through. Understand the tribulation and trials. From some people, in Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5, before I told you, belly I do eat. You understand? And Jeremiah had to go through our prophet went through. But Jeremiah always said, Lord, why had to go through this for? Coming around me, ridiculing me, mocking me. But to say what? Fire in there, I had to go outside here and prophesy to us and Lord, you got this up.
This is Micah 7, 7 to 9. It says, therefore I will look unto Yahweh. I will wait for the power of my salvation. My power will hear me. Rejoice not against me, O mine enemies, when I fall.
Yes, I rejoice against me when I fall. When I fall, I have faith in the Lord and my God sake, right?
I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, Yahweh shall be a light unto me.
Yeah, you sat in darkness at that point and Lord God this your job. You understand? Now we see the light, now we see it in the end like we saw in the fire. You understand? So now we have faith to march on that day. All this hell and this bullshit we control on an everyday basis, it have faith, it have hope in something else. It have hope in something else. Actually, we have hope in something else. But this one give you no kind of beacon of hope in this. No. Understand? Well,
I will bear the indignation of Yahweh because I have sinned against him. Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness.
This is Sirach chapter 2 verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take it cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state.
yes, all you might have been in a higher state. You know? And then when you come to the truth, you might have still had less money, but then you know there's easily get when you come to the
Till you start in a whole month with no money.
Yeah.
You're going through a whole month with no money and you're eating and you're drinking. Pampers buying, milk buying. Can't. I didn't finish. I put one more verse. It says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the fullness of adversity.
Gold is tried in the fire.
I think the culture just say silver is pretty fat or something like that. But Yahweh tried it hard. Yeah, it's not because silver basically silver gonna be melted to take out the impurity, take out the tin and the dross, whatnot. Jeremiah 10:19, the stuff for Jeremiah. Woe is me for my hurt, my wound is grievous. But I said, truly, this is a grief. I must bear it.
Must be it. I was saying, yeah, they have to go. But I know we are wrong this. If you try to go around it, that means you go and look at the best way to come.
No, yeah, so like, yeah, no circumventing. That's what the scriptures say, those who crept in unawares. Go ahead.
Hey, right now the Lord says, closing on the preachers. So
Can't.
no loophole to escape. Hey,
Shape
Jonah
up or
show
ship
you.
out.
Jonah show you no loophole to escape.
Shape up or ship out.
Say yours mentioned today. Say yours mentioned. And basically, when it came to my mind, really, actually, you can't get comfortable on this side. So if you get comfortable, basically, you're looking for a way how we shooting up there. But you're supposed to be able to get out of this fucking shit hole up there. Then you get comfortable here, you lay back.
And that is not the very more techniques like here's the comfort these things. Wow.
Yeah, that's why the scripture said to weeping may endure for the night, but joy cometh in the morning, right? There's Psalms 126, Psalm 4. It says, turn again our captivity, O Yahweh, as the streams in the south. It says, they that sow in tears shall reap in joy, right? Yeah, so though you go through your hardship on this side, you're going to be reaping in joy.
Come back in that glory with the
Can't.
Psalm 68 and 13.
Reaping may enjoy for the night,
Psalm
but
68 and 13. Because they say, though you have soul in tears, you shall reap joy, you understand? Psalm 68 and 13.
When we came over here and said we are sowing in tears, all our covenant thing, and all our CVV thing, but the scripture says we shall sow an extra leaf. But it won't be so anymore.
Yeah, because it's going to flip. Son, as we go and earn wages and put in bags as though it's bags with holes. Hey, they don't even going to get fucking bags.
You even gonna get wages.
Yeah, they'll get wages.
Whip. Wrong W. Wrong W. No wages, whips.
yeah, there's Psalm 68 and 13. It says, though ye have lined among the pots,
Yeah, being servants, well,
yet shall ye be as the wings of a dove, covered with silver, and her feathers with yellow gold.
yeah, like the chariot, so we gonna move from walking on with feet to riding in the air. Understand? Well,
This is Psalms chapter 66, starting at verse 10. For thou, O power, hast proved us, thou hast tried us as silver is tried. Thou broughtest us into the net, thou laidest affliction upon our loins. Thou hast caused men to ride over our heads. We went through the fire and through the water, but thou broughtest us out into a wealthy place.
Yeah, we're going into that wealthy place. And when scripture say there's treasure to be desired and oil, right? I forget how it goes, but go ahead with the precept out.
it's Isaiah 41 verse 17. When the poor and needy seek water and there is none, and their tongue filleth for thirst, I Yahweh will hear them. I Yahweh, God of Israel, will not forsake them. I will open rivers in high places and fountains in the midst of valleys. I will make the wilderness a pool of water and a dry land and springs of water. I will plant in the wilderness the cedar and the shitter tree and the myrtle and the olive tree. I will set in the desert the fir tree and the pine and the buck tree together, that they may see and know and consider and understand together that the hand of Yahweh had done this. The Holy One of Israel had created it. And he does do that for our sins.
People was still stiff. You understand? They didn't have water, which is the knowledge. You understand? Right now, the Most High used the apostles to flood this place with the truth. You understand? And goes back to what we were talking about when we are going through the fire. Alright? It is evident that those that go around the fire, alright, it is of the two things, because the Most High says they carry one third through the fire. You understand? And try them as goal is try.
Hey, so like, just an example of circumventing the fire, saying the fringes more important than the name, more important than anything else.
No.
You know, that's circumventing. You understand? Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 47 verse 9. And it shall come to pass that everything that liveth, which moveth, whethersoever the river shall come, shall live. And there shall be a very great multitude of fish, because these waters shall come thither, for they shall be healed, and everything shall live whether the river cometh.
Huh. Yeah, can't. I had the scripture that I was talking about going back to what I read. This is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 20. There's treasure to be desired and oil in the dwellings of the wise. If but a foolish man spending it up. Yeah, because what? Getting this knowledge with someone understanding on this side, coming out here and doing this work on this side, sacrificing, giving all for Yahweh Shem Yahushai on this side, equals to what? The kingdom of heaven. That's the first, that's the pence, that's the 1 pence that we taking. And guess what? Besides the 1 pence, we're gonna be in glory, we're gonna be the first. We're gonna be first. You're gonna have the first pick of the choicest virgins. You know, we're gonna have, hey, the scripture said, my father's house has many mansions. We're gonna have planets. You know, you understand? We're gonna have chariots. The brother brought out the scripture where we're gonna have chariots of our houses. You understand?
Psalms 27 verse 4. One thing have I desired of Yahweh, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of Yahweh all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of Yahweh and to inquire in his temple.
Finally enter on the suffering and this bullshit we are the face on our basis. Understand? These people out here proud, more proud than anything I ever seen in my life. Never stop to think. They don't think about Lord, nothing about Musa. Never study nothing about Musa. Everybody study their own business. I know about what I had to do. What made me feel good. That how people is in the system. And that is not good for our system. No sign of bring down empires like that. Let me issue. All the empires was like that. Self-centered and always about the self. You understand? The king of Babylon, he was always about himself, me. What going with Babylon? What going with Rome? What going with Israel when there was going on? They studying Yahweh about Shem Yahushai and they're falling.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 10. For such in their life have received benefit and have not known me.
Yeah, people are them outside here, they receive benefit. Get a nice car, a nice house, look one time in a range, you know. Benz. And then the completely negate Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. I don't want to deal with it. But not knowing that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai giving you that. Because that is your portion. I did a lesson sometime earlier this week. We actually receive the best portion of everybody on the earth. Although it might look like it now, we look like bums, we are to go through hell. But the Most High actually give me the best portion. 2/3 them get a portion. They get a nice car, a nice house, a nice life. You understand? But we portion is better than them. But the kingdom of heaven, the things that Romans 8 and 18, somebody, the things that we go and see. Better.
Righteousness. Righteousness, boy. That's what we fighting, boy. We fighting for righteousness, boy. That's the best thing. Because righteousness trump. Righteousness trump all this fucking evil, all this riches. Hey, I was going through the bamboo last week, right? And Elam fighting against Elam. All of them had the same business. And them fighting is who are the biggest house, who are the most cars, most luxury cars and all that shit. You understand? But hey, guess what? All that's wickedness.
Just to bring you on stage, you're saying that. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 5 verse 14. Then said he unto me, like as thou canst not do none of these things that I have spoken of, even so can thou not find out my judgment, or in the end the love that I have promised unto my people.
The love that God promised to you people.
Can't understand that.
That love, that kingdom of heaven is something nobody never see that. Yeah, eyes haven't seen nor ear heard. The scripture said that. You understand? But you see, all you know with that carnal mind, look at me like, hey, all you're just wasting all your time outside here doing nothing. The Most High show me more favor than anybody time outside here.
That's right.
We receive more favor. We got the best bargain that you could ever think about.
Lifetime warranty.
one that
Yeah, look come loud, eh?
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 13. He said, happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and he said, and the man that gets understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and of the gain thereof than fine gold.
I've never seen a worker rock so many jewels. I've never seen a runner with so many cars. Y'all stop me out of tough as you say you are. My advice is just to reach twice the niggas.
And that's nothing to a malicious spirit. So you see, hey, all the wise, they call him Jimmy James. Element was the leader of Dallas Camp, former leader of Dallas Camp, right? About Shabayala, right? All the wise, you think he wise. The scripture says wisdom and nothing to a malicious soul. So he have no understanding, right?
So you had to go through hell. If you accept that with your own wisdom, try to. That's just what it is. You understand? And those who endure the trials will have received the blessings and the kingdom of heaven.
For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
Yes, so this is the Apostle Paul speaking, and he see it. The Apostle Paul actually saw the kingdom. When I read it, he went to the heavens in the spirit realm, and he goes side to side, man, about the spirit and the body. You understand? He died and he saw it. You understand? He see it. And that's when he could come and tell you now, hey, I reckon that the sufferings at this present time is not worthy to reveal because God shall be revealed in us. You understand? He could tell you that because he actually saw firsthand. Look at that, temporary, that's
Verse 2. I knew a man in the shop about most years ago. Whether in the body I cannot tell, or whether out of the body I cannot tell.
Whether in the body or outside the body, you can't tell because he actually went up to the spirit realm. And he saw it. He saw firsthand. The things prepared for him. You understand? He didn't see everything, but he see it. He went to the heaven.
So like, yeah, they had a point out that the spirit, because in the early years of the apostles and they work today, this scripture was broken down. This scripture came out.
Understand? So now, if it is he said, suffering at this present time is not worthy to be glory. It's not.
Or light affliction. It's 417. You understand? We getting a little daily very whole universe.
It's 14. Scripture says you have not resisted unto blood shed against sin. We don't shed blood here yet. You have a shed it. You understand?
Right, even them.
Right.
Ash.
It says, Romans 8:18. I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
Yes, so the glory of God revealed in us. When Jacob could actually leave this earth and go into our next planet. You understand? That is the kind of glory Jacob will receive. We're actually going to have a planet for yourself.
Incorruptible bodies.
Incorruptible bodies that can be destroyed. We're actually going to live in life. Finally, where you're sure that is going to have no homosexualities, no adulteries happening here. You could marry 15,000 wives and none of them is going out.
I might be going home. But I wish God could have given power in the kingdom, kingdom to create a world where the nigger woman will exist. I wish open she big fucking mouth, I could strike she down. But I can't do now, I could do it then. Because in the kingdom she ain't good. You understand? I just want to just run up the black woman's chest, but I can't do it right now. He saw. blasted devil. I really love to be able to go and see the
Thunder slap.
even Jacob's trouble day, man, with them.
Come, we want power.
No, when them bitches see water more than flour. Yeah, sad. Even when I said that, we actually the only one reason why women open up their mouth against men because they know they have backing them. A woman knows she can't fight a man, but she knows she have backing. She know when she hit the man, other men don't hit the woman, die. And police go pull up and all them kind of things. She have backing now. But that is she have no backing. She's so strict. Yeah, but yeah, anyways, they come with that package. Now, the next.
Second Corinthians 12 verse 2. I know a man in Mashiach about 40 years ago, whether in the body I cannot tell, or whether out of the body I cannot tell. For a note. Such a one caught up to the third act.
Such a one caught up to the third act. So he went to the Apostle Paul went to the third act and said, so, hey, if you have faith, you will believe the records when you write that, hey, things what we're going to receive. It's worthy to go through the sufferings we're going through right now.
It says, and I knew such a man, whether in the body or out of the body, I cannot tell, for a note, so that he was caught up into paradise and heard unspeakable words, which it is not lawful for a man to utter.
Yeah. Things when you see, it's like, I heard the apostle says, like, it was so extravagant that he could put words together. That's what I mean. It's like words in invented yet. To put words together to describe the things.
This afternoon they described the scripture where angel came and delivered a message, and I can't remember who it was still and asked him what is his name, and he said there's a secret, and he jumped into the fire. The angel jumped into the fire, right? Yeah.
So I ask us how they see that is a secret.
Right. So I mean, McCall asked, and I think Apostle Gabal, somebody went into the scripture and went into the into the concordance. And for secret, the word was wonderful, right? It was like so great it couldn't be expounded upon. They both an expressive because it's so great that it couldn't be expounded upon. So wonderful, you understand? So yeah, so things that can't just utter. It's just like you have no words to describe it. Yeah, it's undescribable.
Yeah, and as Paul said it, too wonderful for mortal lips not tongue. Paul can put it in words, or Paul could say wow. That's wow. Let's leave it at wow.
My word.
Like when men see chariots, sometimes, hey, I lost the words. Too wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes, that's good. And that is how we're gonna be in that day, you know. As you're gonna said earlier, we're gonna cry literally, we're gonna cry, we see salvation of the Lord. So Lord, we have waited for thee. You understand? We have waited for the vendors gonna just like finally we made it. And we know that time coming soon. Okay, it might happen, you might be in the kingdom, and you might wake up one morning and like pinch yourself just to I really need it right here. Like see it's both people crying.
Yeah.
Crying tears are joy. Somebody crying because tears are I get sick upside. I was crying. And not because of the pain. I was crying and laughing. I was rejoicing. And I say that is when I know what I say, myself understand why a woman is crying when she makes you child. I'm telling you. I wasn't crying because of the pain. It was no anesthetic. And I literally wasn't crying because of the pain. I was crying because like, I feel that joy. It was a joy to me.
In the surgery room. That skin had to come off. Pain, but really, the joy is coming on you, read the scriptures, watching like you man. That was good. That was good.
That wasn't paying out, that was just the sacrifice.
All that road is
Come.
But anyways, that
Praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai.
Give double honors to the apostles of great millstone that do well. Salutation to the men of the book and sincere elect. China camps in Shalom.
Shalom.
Death to Babylon.
Death to America.
Very soon, coming in real deep.
Did you read about the 23rd of this month?
Nah, that's no man, no minute, no God. I really feel it, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakatah. Matthew. Mark 2. Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Shalom.
Mark 2.
Did you read about it? Did you
Yeah,
watch the news information?
I hear about it. A video came, the apostle broke it down first. But
Yeah.
no. When it came out, Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Why was it someone that I call him